4 days left till the big day. We are leaving behind everything we know, our home in South Wales, and travelling full time with our 4 children. If you've seen our other videos, there's a lot of progress, as you can imagine, with just 4 days left. So I'm going to show you some stuff, some really, yeah, some progress. And then I'm going to go through some questions with you. I want to know if you could do this. I want to talk to you about our predictions of how we're going to cope, how we think each other will cope, and yeah, just show you what we've been up to, really, keep you in the loop. The next video that we post will be our first, will be the trip that we've had and our first kind of days in our Airbnb in Scotland. So this is the last video we will ever have in our family home in Wales. So it's been turmoil. This week's been hard, really hard, a lot harder than I imagined, actually. So the kitchen has been a mess in every video you've seen. There's no change to that. It's kind of like a storage hub and we just eat on the go. So the fridge is gone. This room, I'll go to where I've got to be quiet because it's night time here right now. So that's why the lights are off, the kids are sleeping. So everything's gone. We're going to take this high chair to our Airbnb because it's so practical for us with Brianna. She's so happy when she sits in there. So we've just decided it folds flat, slide it in the car. It's a smart move. It's definitely worth bringing. So we're sleeping on this mattress on the floor now. Here she is. She's loving life in our little floor bed. I'll take you upstairs. Let me turn. I'm going to be a bit quiet now because the kids are sleeping. Let's go. You'll be pleased to see the charity shop stuff is gone from the bath. So that's a step up from the last video you saw. This is Lincoln's room. Repainted. Skirting boards are done. Just waiting for the carpet cleaner. And then that one will be done. The boys are in here. I can't turn the light on because they're just sharing a mattress on the floor. Other than that, the room's empty. It's crazy, guys. This room's done. Evie's in here on the floor on a mattress. Let's see what's going on in here.
How's it going?
Good progress in here?
Yeah. This is why I lose it when the kids draw on the walls, because I can see into the future, and this is what I see. I see me painting the walls. So,
and me standing here watching.
Yeah, yeah.
Saying, you missed that bit.
Yeah.
You're not that messy though, actually.
I'm doing well. I'm
You're doing very well.
I've had a bit of practice now, so.
Yeah.
It's just.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm nearly done for today.
Cool. So that's 2 nights in a row of painting.
Yeah, I've got another 2 or 3 to go.
Yeah. Good on ya.
Yeah.
Better you than me. So the next thing I want to talk about in this video is what's been happening for us. I'm going to do that through like an interview, like a series of questions and answers, and then we're both going to answer them from our individual perspective so that we can look back on our predictions and just our honest feelings at the time, uninterrupted. So we've both got the same questions to answer. We don't know what each other's going to say, so it'll be interesting for us also to see how this goes. Oh, hi. Hi. Hey. This is our cat. He lives kind of half with the neighbour anyway. Like he's a bit of a user, you know, like he just gets food where he can and wherever he can, and he's awesome. But we live in a dead end street, as you've seen, so he just kind of like makes his way around. So he's gonna stay here with our neighbour and his girlfriend cat, and he's gonna be happy. Anyway, let's get into those questions right now. Well, the most challenging thing so far, I feel, has been getting rid of things. There's 2 things actually. Getting rid of things that I know are worth more than what we've got rid of them for, because things just depreciate and they don't hold their value well. And also things that I personally value, that they're not worth money, so then you end up like giving them away, but I really valued it. So that's been really, I found that really difficult, especially when it's things that I know if we were staying I would never have gotten rid of because I did use it. So that's been hard. But I'd say probably on an emotional level, the hardest thing has actually been trying to keep everybody cool, and myself included, keep everybody grounded. You know, like our oldest is 8 and she's been playing up at school. She got into a fight at school, which has never happened before, like a physical fight. And I think emotions are running high, you know, and trying to tell them that they have to give away their stuff or throw away their stuff. She took a bag to school with all of her things to give her friends, and it was like, oh, I feel so bad for her because it's toys that she loved and now she's giving them away, which was really hard for her. And she tried to make it fun, like, oh, I'm giving this to so-and-so, but it must feel so weird for them, you know, like that's their lives, and kids don't own anything, so what they have got, that's like their whole world. So it's been really hard for me to witness that, you know, as a mum, and things that they've been given, and then I feel guilty about it being given away. Like, there's been a lot of challenges, but that's probably been my biggest two.
The most challenging thing so far has definitely got to be COVID laws, because we live month to month, and every month we go, every month that goes by, the COVID laws change. So it's just an absolute nightmare trying to plan in advance, because things can change at any time.
My biggest fears are that we have an awful time, that I discover that I'm actually like a crazy nesting woman and I need my own home and I hate it and everybody else loves it, and so I don't want to be a buzzkill, and I go along with it to keep everyone happy, but deep down I'm not happy. That's a worry. Also, we've been back in the UK from Australia for 2 years, and I feel really connected to the UK because it is my birth country. I am from Bristol originally, so I mean, I've lived in Australia since 2006, so now we're in 2022. I've only lived here for those 2 years, and it's been really special and sentimental, and I've really loved kind of getting back to like my roots. That's how I feel about it. So I do feel a little bit emotional about giving that up after I feel like I just got it back. So that this is like a personal kind of history thing for me that it's probably bringing up a bit. So I am a bit worried about how I'm going to adapt in the realistic picture.
Money. Oh yeah, it's definitely running out of money. Being in the middle of Cambodia, you got no money, and the honeymoon's over. I think that's my biggest fear in being stranded, and you've got 4 kids, or putting your 4 kids into a bad situation because you booked in the wrong neighborhood or something like that. So yeah, money and safety for my children.
I'm most looking forward to seeing the kids have experiences that I couldn't have even imagined 6 months ago. I'm looking forward to watching them become more resilient. I'm looking forward to watching them have new experiences, even just small things like food, and I want them to see the world beyond what they're used to, and I hope that teaches them a deeper appreciation for their privilege. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to experiencing culture, different cultures, religion, which is a really big interest of mine. I'm really interested in spirituality and religions, and I want to see that all over the world. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's definitely getting lost in the world with my family. And living my best years with my children. So instead of me doing it while I was younger, you know, prior to having children, or doing it afterwards, I'm spending, you know, my best years on this planet with my children. So I think that's what I'm looking forward to, just getting lost in the world with my family, and living month to month is a bit exciting as well, as long as it goes well. But yeah, definitely spend time with my family.
I've learned a lot so far, a lot, and some of it has been like the most profound life lessons that I've probably learned in my entire life. In the last few weeks alone, I've realised that the things that I see, I want to take possession of and ownership of. So like I want to buy it, I want to purchase it, I want it to be mine. But because I can't do that now, when I see things that I appreciate, I think they're beautiful, or I want to own them, now I have to appreciate them and walk away. I don't have the ownership, I don't have possession, so it's like nothing is mine, it doesn't belong to me, and it's quite a humbling. It's been really humbling. I know that sounds pretty heavy, like I haven't even gone yet, and this is the thoughts that I'm having. Like, I don't own anything, I'm just here to experience and I'm here to live. And I've realised also the impact that I was having on the planet, that I didn't think that we were that bad, I thought we were pretty like thoughtful in how we live, even as a big family. And so I didn't realise. And then once we started getting rid of stuff and I realised actually we're going to the dump and we're dumping this stuff because we can't even sell it and it's junk, it really hit home for me that actually I haven't been very good. I haven't been taking care of the planet how I thought I was. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to living a more sustainable lifestyle moving forward. That's been a huge wake-up call. So yeah, I think that's probably the most important thing that I've learned so far. I think Kane's going to be fine. I think he's going to be fine. I mean, he's from New Zealand. We met in Australia, so he'd already moved to Australia. And then we moved to the UK. He's very resilient. He's such a resilient person. And he doesn't have like the same, the ties like me, like family that pull me here, there and everywhere. He's quite a lone wolf anyway. So that's an advantage in this situation that enables him to be more fluid, I think, and just go with the flow. But I don't know, homeschooling the kids every day and living in a small, compact 2-bedroom Air BnB for the first like month or so, where we don't have our own space, that is where the challenge will be. And I think we'll definitely see a less favourable side of my husband. But I'm prepared for that. I'm fully ready for that. I've got a bottle of wine in the car. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the hardest thing for him. I think the experiences and stuff and challenges, he'll rise to the occasion, like he'll be fine. But yeah, and then having patience for how everybody else is processing it and understanding that not everyone is the same, and just being sensitive to that. I think that's going to be a challenge, and then in turn that's going to really piss me off because I'm going to have to step in and put the softness into what he is trying to say or how he's behaving, because that's normally my role, is like the nurturing bit. So that's going to then put pressure on me, and then I'm going to have a go at him, and I think there's going to be a bit of friction. I think there's going to be a bit of teething, struggles until the dust settles, but I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, Alex is a nester. She's a nester. So yeah, maybe a month. It's all going to be fun and games. 2 months maybe, and then I think things are going to go a little bit downhill before they go back up. So I think she's going to struggle with that one, and maybe being in the middle of nowhere as well, and just having your own, not your own company, but like back in New Zealand, being, I used to live in a small little town, and like one cricket bat and a ball would give you thousands of hours of fun, and same with the rugby ball, etc. I don't know what she's going to do to fill in the time. I think, yeah, she may go well, but she is a nester, and I think that's what she'll have trouble with the most.
So, as I mentioned, 4 days remain. In our next video, you will see our complete transition from this journey of living in our home setup in South Wales to hitting the road, driving up to Scotland and living with our 4 children in an Airbnb. So that will be, the next video will be the first taste, the first hit, our first impression, all in one. So I can't wait to fill you in on what happens the next few days. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for being here with us on this journey. We really appreciate all the support and all the comments, and everything so far has just been so valued. So thank you, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.